Welcome back to Headlines. I'm Wes Austin, and these are today's top stories. First, a Milwaukee judge accused of helping an illegal immigrant dodge ICE pleads not guilty while also claiming she's immune from prosecution. Apparently, judicial immunity now covers everything short of a homicide, and maybe even that if she was in her robes and used the gavel. Then, Gavin Newsom is furious about the homeless crisis, and he's yelling at everyone except the guy in the mirror. He went on this rant, and not once did he use the word Republican or Trump. It's unbelievable. We've got the clip. Next, over 1,000 Starbucks employees are protesting their new dress code because khakis and black shirts are just too oppressive. Starbucks wants a more polished look. Baristas want to keep their vibe of failed poetry major working up a nose ring infection. And finally, Bruce Springsteen kicks off his European tour, and he's featuring a new spoken word album called Angry Boomer Rants About Trump. Imagine buying a $400 ticket to hear Born in the USA, and instead you get a lecture about democracy from a guy in skinny jeans and a vest. Okay, let's dive in. Judge Hannah Dugan, who was accused of helping an illegal immigrant evade law enforcement, has not only entered a plea of not guilty, she's also claiming she has judicial immunity. The indictment accused Dugan of lying to federal officials by saying that they needed a warrant to enter her courtroom during a scheduled appearance by Flores Ruiz. She then told the officials to go to the chief judge's office to obtain the warrant, and she escorted Flores Ruiz out the side door to avoid federal agents. Ladies and gentlemen, your tax dollars at work, funding a judicial coyote in Milwaukee. Dugan's lawyers have filed a motion to dismiss the federal charges, claiming she's entitled to judicial immunity. They're claiming this judicial immunity is an absolute bar to any prosecution of this event. Judicial immunity for helping someone escape federal agents. I can't wait to hear how embezzlement is just judicial accounting and arson is just judicial heating services. Apparently, if you're wearing a robe and feeling really self-righteous, federal law becomes more of a suggestion, like deodorant at a Portland City Council meeting. California Governor Gavin Newsom went on a fiery rant this week about the homeless crisis, blasting local leaders for failing their communities.
And I'm just, on behalf of the taxpayers of the state, in the spirit of Ashley's question, I'm not interested. I'm just not, as a taxpayer, not just governor, I'm not interested in funding failure anymore. I'm not. I won't.
He's done funding failure? That's kind of weird because he's still depositing those checks every week.
Time to do your job. People are dying on their watch. Dying on their watch. How do people get reelected?
I don't know, Gavin. You tell us.
They need to step up. Enough of the rhetoric. I'm serious. Enough of the rhetoric. People are dying in this state. It is a disgrace. It is one of the principal reasons people are so angry. They don't trust politicians.
Am I in an episode of Black Mirror right now? I'd say this is an AI doing Newsom, but even ChatGPT isn't advanced enough to pull off that level of gaslighting.
They need to do their job. And if they can't do it, let me know.
Gavin Newsom might want to have a word with Gavin Newsom. The only political feud where both sides are the same person. Starbucks is changing their dress code to require employees to wear black shirts and khaki, black, or blue bottoms under their signature green aprons. Over 1,000 baristas have decided to protest this cruel oppression.
I believe that we will! I believe that we will! I believe that we will win! I believe that we will win!
This is outrageous. If a barista can't wear tie-dye leggings and a hemp poncho, how will people know the espresso was made ethically?
Something that Starbucks loves to do is allow partners to be themselves or whatever that PR that they want to push. I don't understand how that's in good faith of letting us express ourselves. I don't understand how that's supposed to embody craft and culture and bring us back to that coffee house kind of vibe that Starbucks is asking for.
She's complaining about not being able to express herself with a beard that could hide an entire coffee bean plantation. I mean, she's got to be freebasing minoxidil 8 balls or something. That's the lumberjack. Starbucks isn't restricting your self-expression. They're just asking for pants that don't double as an art installation. Music legend Bruce Springsteen kicked off the European run of his tour in Manchester last night. What an honor to have a true American icon. Give it up for the one and only Bruce Springsteen.
In America, they are persecuting people for using their right to free speech and voicing their dissent.
Okay, that wasn't what I was expecting. Let's try again. His songs aren't just music, they're anthems of a generation. Make some noise for Bruce Springsteen.
In America, the richest men are taking satisfaction in abandoning the world's poorest children to sickness and death.
I'm really hoping he plays some music this time. This is getting a little weird. Put your hands together for the legendary Bruce Springsteen.
They're taking sadistic pleasure in the pain that they inflict on loyal American workers.
Imagine paying hundreds of dollars to see a concert and instead getting a political lecture. If people wanted to hear smug rants about America, they would have stayed home and watched John Oliver in pajamas for free. Thanks for watching Headlines. I'm Wes Austin. Good night.